We are now live on YouTube.
Yes. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Tom Brady's favorite new podcast. This is the J&J Dating Dynamics podcast. I'm Jay. That guy over there is Jay. And this is episode 20. Justin, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good, man. How about you?
Doing great, bro. Doing great. It was a good weekend. The World Cup's happening. It's been freaking crazy. And Team USA is going to qualify for the next round, God willing, so it'll be awesome. And you don't care, but I do.
You know I'm not a typical dude, but I don't watch sports.
Not even the World Cup, man. That's like the shit. It's the greatest sporting event on the planet.
I don't give a hell, bro. Sports don't pay my bills.
Neither do bikes.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but bikes benefit me. That's my therapy.
All right. Anyway, if you're up on the Instagram, how's it going? Please come over to YouTube when you get a chance. The link is on my story or Justin's story. If you're on the YouTube side, I see Jay Blaze on the chat. Welcome, my friend. I don't know if Geeky is going to be in on the chat today, but he should be. He always is. But go ahead and hit the like button. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. And let's get rolling. So today, we are talking about, does his or her past matter? Now, we've talked about body count a couple times here, and Justin always wants to remind us that he never asks for a body count. I don't either. Now, let me ask you this. Is the reason you don't ask for a body count because it does matter?
I mean, I don't even know, to be honest. Like, I don't want to know about anyone. I don't want to know about anyone before me that has touched my girl. I don't.
Because it matters.
I don't. But it's for me, it doesn't matter if it's like, I mean, of course it matters, but like,
you go.
I don't want to know if it was 2 guys or 200. Like,
yeah, and I don't know. I don't want to know either. And the main reason for not asking that question is because you're just begging to get lied to.
Of course, but I feel like today, right now, in the YouTube community, in the coaching community, in the manosphere, right now, it's a big topic about body count. And to be honest, for me, it's a deaded conversation because who asks about body count?
You'd be surprised. A lot of blue pill guys out there, and I used to ask back in the day. And I was begging to get lied to. It's as simple as that.
But seriously, at your age right now, would you feel comfortable asking somebody their body count when you're getting into dating?
I don't care if I'd feel comfortable with it. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to get lied to.
What if this girl ends up becoming your fiance? Over here.
I'm not going to ask her.
But what if this girl is going to end up being your fiance? Then you're gonna know this for the rest of your marriage.
Like I said, I'm not gonna ask her at all, ever.
That's what I'm saying. But I don't understand why it's such a big thing in this YouTube community right now. Right? Because as a mature adult, I will never ask, and I don't expect to be asked.
Same here, but I feel like a lot of people will volunteer the information.
Those people.
Now, the reason why it's rude to ask is because, I mean, would you agree that it's more rude to ask a woman than it is to ask a man?
Absolutely.
Because most guys will brag about it.
Absolutely.
But what's the reason it's disrespectful to ask a woman? Because women know, and we know, that the more people she's been with, it's a bad thing. Like, the more people she's with, the more.
Is it rude because is it reverse? Is it rude because you're triggering something that's going to make the woman look bad?
Exactly. Because 9 times out of 10, if she tells you the truth, 9 times out of 10, she's lying to you. That one time that she might tell the truth is going to make her look bad. No matter what the number is. She could say 3, she could say 105. Jay Blaze says, J&J, if you're not judgmental, she'll be more honest. If you tell her some stories, she'll tell you some stories. Sure, but the thing is, Jay Blaze, I don't want to know the stories.
Yeah, seriously, I don't.
I don't want to know that she once had sex under the bleachers at a basketball game. I don't care. I don't want to know.
I don't want to know any
It's
of
like a
that.
public toilet, you know. I know other people have been in there, but I like to pretend I'm the first.
I will always pretend I'm the first.
What about other things in her past? Let's say you found out she was a heavy drug user or anything really. I mean, what things about her past would concern you?
Probably cheater.
Okay.
If she's a cheater, because they always say once a cheater, always a cheater.
Sure, but how are you gonna find out that she's cheating?
I guess you won't until you get cheated on.
Right. I mean, unless you want to ask her about her past relationships, which is going down that same route that we were just talking about. I don't want to know about her past relationships.
I mean,
And I tell
me,
every girl I date, unless I ask you something very specific about a past relationship, I don't want to know. I don't care.
I don't know. To me, I think past traumas are more important.
Past traumas, like if she's been cheated on.
Yeah, trust issues, death in the family, like just any past traumas that can, like, that I should know about, that you might be triggered in the future about something.
Okay. Okay, that's interesting. What if she's been abused? Do you want to know that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've never dated a woman that was sexually abused.
Okay.
Or
let me ask you
what they say on YouTube, raped. I don't know any women that have been in that situation. But if a woman was to try and date me that was in that situation, I think I would want to know, because there might be something that you could do in the moment that might trigger her. Yeah. And I want to know what's going on if I do trigger you. You know what I mean?
Right. So that's in the moment, though. But if a girl tells you she has been EPAR'd or graded or whatever, does that disqualify her from further vetting or from going any further with you?
That's a toughie.
To me, let me tell you where I come from. To me, it does. Whether it's true or not, because let's call a spade a spade. A lot of females say they have been and they actually haven't, right? Like they got drunk at a party and after the fact they call it that. Legitimate, non-legitimate, whatever. If she says it, it disqualifies her, because either she did and she's damaged, essentially. Psychologically, she's never going to be the same. She's never going to be all there. Or this all sounds really fucking offensive. I'm not out to offend anybody, but whatever. Or she's lying about it, in which case she's damaged anyway. So either way, to me, it disqualifies. What about you?
Yeah, if you're lying about something like that, there's just something wrong with you. If you have been through that, I don't know, man. I can't even speak on. I can't even touch on that, because I don't know. I wouldn't know until I got there.
Because you haven't been in that situation.
Exactly.
Right? I have dated a couple girls who said they were, and honestly, I don't even remember their relationships all too well. I just remember that one fact because that kind of stuck with me. But they didn't go much further than that. All right, we are coming up on 10 minutes, so let's go ahead and get off the Instagram. Guys, if you're on Instagram, go ahead and click on my story or Justin's story and
click that link.
Yep.
It'll bring you directly live to the YouTube. If you have anything to say you want to add in, chime in.
As soon as you get to the YouTube, go ahead and hit that like button, because that really helps us out, okay? All right. See everybody on YouTube. Come on out.
See everybody on the other side. I see somebody had just joined us on the Instagram. Make sure you click the link on my story or Joel's story and follow us on YouTube. We're live on YouTube for the rest of the hour.
That was actually my cousin. All right, so we are now on YouTube. If you have not done so yet, please hit that like button and let's keep going on this. We are supposed to have a couple special guests dropping in at some point. My hope is that they actually make it, and yeah, we'll see.
Who
If
do we
not,
got?
well, Sarita might be popping in. Jade may also make an appearance, and my boy Donovan might actually stop by. So hopefully, all three of them make it, and we can bounce this stuff off of them.
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
there's an interesting thing that there's some stats that I actually came across watching Just Pearl,
Oh, sure. Hit me.
and it was saying something about if you're a virgin. I, I might be wrong on this. If you're a virgin or if you've like slept with like under 5 men, the
Hmm.
chances of your marriage being more successful are like 80% compared to if you have more partners than that.
I can absolutely endorse that because I think after a certain number, women become unable to pair bond.
Yeah, it's like literally they've just experienced too much at this point, and at that
Yeah.
point it's like you get the I'd say it's like that soda machine kind of effect
Mhm.
where there's too many options in front of you, and you're always going to be looking for the best options and never satisfied.
Right, absolutely. And as we've established before, sex is a much more emotional thing for women than it is for men. So every time she hooks up with a new guy, that actually takes a little piece of her soul away. You know, makes her a little darker. Starts getting that, you know, thousand cock stare or whatever they call it.
I mean, seriously, I feel like women have gone through so many bad men that in my dating experience, I've been my genuine self
Okay.
when I like somebody, and it'll be questioned. Like my genuineness, my genuity. I don't even know if I'm saying that right.
Yeah, all good. Yeah,
My
it's all good.
genuinity. But yeah, it's questioned, and that is
Absolutely.
a stem of the girl's past, and that's where I can say body count matters, because if you hadn't experienced men that treated you badly, and now I come along and I'm treating you well, you're not going to question if I'm only treating you well to get something out of you.
Well, I feel like if you're treating them well after they've been treated badly, they're used to getting treated badly, and that's ultimately what they're going to be attracted to. I think they might be attracted to a good guy or a nice guy for a little while, but eventually they're going to go back looking for that bad boy.
It's got to be a perfect balance.
Yeah, got to be a perfect balance. Balance is the key to everything in game. Let me ask you this: which matters more to you, her past or her future?
Her future.
The future matters more.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want to know about her future?
If I'm in it.
Let's assume you are. Let's say you're going to marry this girl.
Yeah.
Which one do you care about more? Do you care more about, let's say, how many men she's been with, or her prospects for career development, or her willingness to have children? Which matters more to you?
The future. That's what I'm saying. Future prospects and career, children, buying a house,
Really?
planning together. Yeah, I don't care what the hell you did before me.
Really?
None of it matters.
Well,
Everything
we just established it does matter.
everything going ahead matters way more than the past.
Okay. See, I'm gonna have to disagree with you. To me, the past matters a whole lot more than the future because I don't care what a girl does for work. Most men, I don't think do. Like a girl could be a cashier living with her parents. To me, that's fine. You know, I don't care if if she is going to
Okay, but
college
is
for
that
whatever.
cashier living with her parents gonna have the skills to bring to the table for you as a
I'm
wife?
well, if she's still living with her parents, I'm assuming she can more than Probably pretty close with her family. I'm assuming she could probably cook and clean
But I'm
and take
saying
care of a house and make a home
you're looking towards the past.
to determine the future, of course.
Yeah, but the past isn't always going to determine the future.
Right, but whether or not she has those skills, those are things you're going to vet. They're not necessarily things that are in her future.
But
Those are going to be skills
what
that
is
she's going to already have developed.
but what is anything from her past literally going to do to benefit your relationship moving forward?
Nothing. It's going to hurt it.
Exactly.
Exactly. So the past matters a whole lot more than the future.
Yeah, but it's going to hurt it for what reason? I'd rather just
Well,
not
just
know.
hang on, because we can argue about asking the body count or not, but you can't turn a complete blind eye to the past because it's going to make the relationship worse. If she was a meth head, I want to know that. I need to know that.
Yeah, I'm not talking about. All right, so we should be vetting our partners enough to know.
Jay Blaze does say, "I prefer a waitress over a lawyer." I can second that comment. So
If
go
you
ahead, sir.
if you vet your partner correctly, you should be okay with who they are in the moment and be able to spot any of those red flags that they might have from the past. And if the red flags from the past don't pop up, then you're in the clear, and now you can make your own future.
Okay, what are some of your red flags? The body count, the drug use.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you think she used to be a druggie, obviously you spend some time, you're gonna see some
Sure.
some
Right,
things
but if
coming
those
out.
if those flags do pop up,
There you
now
go.
if they don't pop up, the past is still very relevant, and it does still affect the relationship, maybe in a positive way. But I still think it's more important.
Yeah,
Jay
I don't know.
Blaze says a woman with debt is a woman's past too. Yeah, debt is a big one. Excuse me. Debt, credit score. Has she filed for bankruptcy? She divorced. Does she have children? Does she have custody of said children? All these things I think are far more important than a woman's future prospect. Now, for
Yeah.
women, I
No,
feel it's the complete opposite.
those are important things.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like I don't even know the right word for it. It's like those are definitely things from the past and present that should be known. Those are important things.
Right.
But I'm talking about the things that you don't need to know from the past. Things she did with her ex-boyfriend, and they went on this trip, and this guy bought her that. Like, I'm talking about that stuff. That's the stuff I don't need to know. I
No,
don't
I
want,
agree with you there. I don't want
you
to know
know,
that stuff either.
I don't want to go and her mom's telling me at a family function, oh, but her ex-boyfriend used to do this for her. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, that's stuff I don't want to know. Everything you just mentioned, of course, I want to know. Has she been married before? Does she have kids?
Yeah.
Is he around? I want to know all the important stuff, but I'm talking about specifically linked to that body count
Do you
thing.
want to know, for example, because a lot of girls say this, that they all say, I'm still friend with all of my exes. Do you want to know that? And if she is friends with all her exes, does that disqualify her for you?
For me, I definitely want to know that, and for me, I don't know. I think that is a disqualifier in my book.
Absolutely. For me, at 100%, it is a disqualifier. Jay Blaze says a woman's father used to give the man money for taking on his daughter. That is absolutely true. It was called a dowry. And the reason they did that was to kind of hedge the man's bets because it was almost assumed that he was going to get screwed over by the woman.
What?
Yeah, that's what a dowry was for. That, and there was a lot of stuff about families coming together back in the tribal days, etc., etc. But that is an absolute fact. Men used to get paid in order to take a girl and incorporate her into her family.
Interesting.
Yeah. Most guys are carrying on her debt. That is true. When guys get into these relationships, they mostly tend to take on the debt that the woman had. Especially if the relationship is serious and is moving toward marriage, the guy will start assuming those responsibilities. Absolutely right. Now, I feel that for men, it's completely the opposite. I feel like a woman care about a man's future a whole lot more than they care about our past. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, they want to know that their future is going to be stable
Right.
with us.
Exactly. They want to know that we have ambition. They want to know that we have, job and money prospects, et cetera, et cetera. And, let's talk about just body counts for a second. A man ultimately wants a girl that's as virginal as possible. A woman doesn't. A woman wants a man with some sexual experience, a man that knows what he's doing.
I
Am I
agree.
wrong?
No, I agree.
Good. So we agree on something.
Yeah, I mean, a guy's not going to be upset if he has to teach his girl something.
No,
But
not even close. In fact, I prefer to teach my girl stuff.
yeah,
I
because
prefer that.
that'll bring a smile to a guy's face. It's like, oh, she doesn't
Exactly.
know. All right, cool.
All right, I can teach her this. Yeah, I can do this. Geeky
But
Anomaly joining us on the chat. Apparently, he's working on the car right now. All good, brother. All good.
now, a woman, on the other hand, if we don't please her, she's not going to stick around. Oh, no woman wants to be bored in the bedroom.
Absolutely. You are 100% correct on
And
that.
biologically, just like we are in the jungle, the female lioness watches the alpha go from female to female because he's the alpha,
Right.
and she's okay with it.
Right. I feel most women, when they find a real alpha, now they don't want it thrown in their face, but they are willing to kind of turn a blind eye towards sharing it. Now, if the guy gets caught, then they have to, kind of to save face, confront and do all the things, break up with him, blah, blah, blah. But
Yeah.
I feel like they can have an inkling and they might not really pursue what the truth is.
Hey, nobody wants a cheater, no matter who it
Yeah,
is.
exactly.
But at the end of the day, women want a man that is wanted by other women.
Yes. Now, I'll say it this way: women don't want necessarily a man who will cheat, but they want to know that their man can cheat or could cheat. Absolutely true. I feel like women always need that righteous indignation in their lives, and I think that kind of gives it to them to some degree. That keeps them on that emotional roller coaster there for a bit.
I guess we do something similar to, I don't know.
Like what?
I don't know. There's some beautiful women out there, so when we get them, it's like it's almost like there's like a machismo sense of like, like look what I got. Like I don't even know how to explain it. But
I don't even know if that's the same thing.
No,
not necessarily. I mean, what I'm trying to get to is that a woman will rather share a high value alpha man than be saddled with a loyal beta.
Oh, I agree on that one all the way. Beta. Of course.
Yeah. So what's that got to do with men bragging about the hot girl?
No, never mind.
Sorry, I didn't put two and two together.
I'm saying that sometimes like women want to go after the guy that's what happened?
Geeky Anomaly. Yeah, I had to teach my new Mexican gal how to do an HJ last night. You have another new one, bro? This guy's moving, he's moving through Las Vegas faster than I can count.
So I was saying, keep up, Geeky. Women want to know that their men is wanted.
Exactly, absolutely.
But with men, we know our woman is wanted.
Yes, because
so when we're walking with them on our side, it's almost like a little trophy.
Oh yeah, I can see. Yeah, okay, I got you.
It's
absolutely.
I hate to say it like that, but like when our girl's looking the best and we're out in public and we see a bunch of other men, we're like, yeah, this is mine, and we're the lion in that situation. And
absolutely,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's why when I go out with my girl, I always want her looking her best. Because at that point, when she's, this chair really sucks. I need a new chair, bro. When she's, hanging onto my arm, holding my hand, walking down the street. She's an extension of me. She's
Of course.
representing me. So, oh, same one. Her name is Rosa. Okay, very cool. Oh my God, she thought she was milking a cow. Geeky brother. That can't be good. That cannot be a good thing. That's hilarious. Oh my God, Geeky always coming through. I don't know if our special guests are gonna make it. Let me shoot Don a text real quick.
We should figure out how to call out to people. We're gonna start randomly calling out.
Yeah, just start calling people. We could do it if StreamYard help let us live stream to Instagram. We could totally do it.
Seriously,
we could just start randomly adding people to the live stream.
Where's Jeremy tonight?
I don't know. Give him a shout.
He never comes in. He never comes
No,
in.
He keeps talking,
Shoot him a text.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Shoot him a text.
Let me send him the freaking link. So why don't you tell us some stories about your last week and a half there? Has it been fun?
My last week and a half?
Yeah, 2 weeks, week and a half, whatever.
It's been very stressful with work, just trying to catch up on everything. Look forward to these 4 days off that I just had. Very needed 4 days off.
Very cool.
But yeah, besides that, I am not looking forward to going back tomorrow. But
how long have you been off for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Okay.
How was yours?
Well, my break was pretty awesome. I've been waking up at 4:30 a.m. since last Monday.
Why?
To watch the World Cup because it didn't start at 5. And it's been freaking awesome, bro. I love it. Absolutely love it. The World Cup, you have no idea how big it is for me. I've been going on Donovan's show to talk about it for a week now. It's really, really cool. Yeah.
I'm assuming he's big on it too.
Not as big as I am. He's more of a casual fan, but he likes to talk about it for, on the program and he loves sports. So he's always wanting to learn more. And he surprised me with his level of knowledge about soccer. He's very, very knowledgeable. So yeah, it's always a fun conversation. And I don't have many people that I can geek out about the USA team with.
I hear you. Yeah, my bad. I couldn't join you last night on the 305 Rider channel.
No, it's all good. It's all good. That video actually did really well. It's already up to 7,000 views.
Nice. Yeah, I had some dinner plans last night.
Okay, very good. By the way, anybody watching, I do have another YouTube channel. I'll actually put the link in the description. If you're interested in motorcycles at all, come check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. It's been around a lot longer than J&J Dating Dynamics, but I have a feeling J&J Dating Dynamics might end up being bigger. We'll see. We will see. All right, you got her trained up. That's good. That's good, Gigi, because can't have her trying to milk you.
That sounds
really bad.
I'm sorry, but HJ,
Wait, is this the 60-something-year-old Gigi?
Yeah, that's why I'm confused.
Because if she's 60-something and she doesn't know how to do an HJ, that tells me, I don't know what that tells me. But
I don't even know what kind of flag that is.
Yellow?
Yeah, caution.
Caution. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. On a 22-year-old, that would probably be a good thing, that she doesn't know that. Or she doesn't know the exact technique. If she does, or she's really good at it, that's probably a really bad sign.
Very interesting. Yeah, but going back to body count, I don't know why it's such a big thing these days. And I've even noticed other podcasters asking their guests their body count. Nobody says it. Nobody ever says it.
Their body count?
Yeah.
No, nobody wants to say
it.
Dude,
Fresh and Fit, Just Pearl, I watch both of them. They have a bunch of guests. Nobody ever says their body count.
No, especially the women.
That's why I don't understand why it's a big topic, because it's a secret. Nobody's ever gonna know. Nobody wants you to know. Nobody wants to know. It's just one of those things you just keep
Right.
in your pocket.
And it's a topic because it's rather obvious. Oh, Jeremy's here. Finally. Everybody, welcome Jeremy to the
Yeah.
show. Finally. It's about damn
Finally.
time. Jeremy, let me start by asking you this.
What's up with his audio?
Yeah, say something. Yeah, we can't hear you, bro. Oh, he's muted. Let me unmute him. No, he's got to unmute yourself, bro. You are muted.
But yeah, Jeremy's a good friend of ours. We've been trying to get him on since episode 1.
Yep. Now we got the JJNJ podcast. Jeremy, can you say something? And he left. All right. That was good. Excellent appearance, Jeremy. That was fantastic. Oh, wow.
This is actually hilarious because our friend Lewis, you know Lewis.
Yeah.
We talk with Jeremy every morning, the three of us on FaceTime,
Right.
about like 5:30 or 6 a.m. Monday through Friday.
You guys call me tomorrow.
And are you awake at that time?
Tomorrow I will be. I'm getting up at 4:30.
So Jeremy will be in there chatting with us and just boop, he's out at like an instant. So that's why that was kind of funny.
Yeah. Oh boy.
But I did want to hear what he had to say. But I guess
me too.
We'll see what happens.
Men who get laid don't count. What does that mean, Geeky? What do you mean by men who get laid don't count? Don't count for what? No, I do feel it's a big topic, and it's a big topic of conversation because it's kind of obvious nowadays that a lot of these women, especially out here in Miami, have pretty high body counts. Now, what would you consider a high body count, Justin? Like, what number can a woman tell you that you'll just be like, wow, no, I gotta stop this. That's not cool.
I think after like age has a lot to do with it too.
Sure, like a 30-year-old who's been with 10 guys is much different than a 20-year-old who's been with 10 guys.
Yeah, I'd say up to my age, I would say probably like 15.
Yeah, I would say anything above 10.
Like anything above that is just crazy.
All right, let's try this with Jeremy one more time. Sir, can you say something, please? Sound check.
Hey,
there he is.
Check.
What's going on, bro?
What's up, you guys?
Good to finally have you on here, my man. Now we have the J&J podcast.
Triple J's.
Let's go.
Sir.
So
the topic is does her past matter? So let me kick you off with a question right off the bat. Do you ask a woman you're dating, and does it matter to you what her body count is?
I mean, I don't ask off rip. That might be something that you don't want to necessarily know.
But ever, or you might ask
Maybe
in the future.
maybe not forever, but how long are you gonna get into a relationship before you're gonna ask? And after a certain amount of time, is it rude to ask?
All right, but think about this. What if this girl's gonna be your girlfriend? And now you have to live with that.
I mean, if she tells you 100, you're gonna have to live with
now
that.
you have to live with that.
So do you want to know,
or
do you want to know, or just know that you're the only one?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
See, my thing is, if you ask that question, first off, you're begging to get lied to. They're never going to tell you.
You're asking for a disappointment.
Yeah. Then second, I don't want to know because these days I assume they have a high body count. I assume that I'm not going to be okay with that body count. So I don't even ask.
Don't even bother.
Yeah, I don't bother asking ever.
I mean, yeah, bro, honestly, and if like whatever she ends up being your wife, it doesn't fucking matter.
As far as that number is concerned, she could take that number to the grave.
Yeah, I mean, do you want her to know your body count?
I don't care if she knows my body count, but I don't want to know hers.
I do not want her to know.
Having said that, I don't think I've ever really been asked my body count.
I mean, honestly. Yeah, I don't think I've really been asked. I mean, maybe like once or twice, but you know, sometimes I don't know. I've heard of people say that when you ask a girl her body count, you multiply it by 3.
And when
I
you
don't
ask a guy
know.
his, you divide it by 3. Yeah, I've heard
Yeah,
that
so
too.
I mean, I don't know how.
That
It just depends on how truthful the person's gonna
you
be.
you
You
remember
know.
where that came from? That came from that movie American
American
Pie.
Pie.
Yes,
Oh, that's what it
sir.
was. Okay, I knew it from somewhere.
Man, I remember those old school movies. Those
Man,
were,
those movies really did
yeah, they don't
something
make
to
them like that
our
anymore.
I was
culture.
gonna say
Like
they don't
They
make
don't
the
them
make
like
whole,
them
that.
like that anymore.
the whole
The
MILF
the
thing
word
came from
MILF came
that.
from that. Yes. Yeah, that's like a cultural phenomenon. That word took hold for
Turned
sure.
it that turned
So
into DILF, turned into GILF.
yeah,
Yeah,
forget
absolutely,
society.
absolutely. So, Jeremy, let me ask you this: does a woman's past or her future matter more to you?
I mean, the
It-
future is where you're going. So I mean,
right?
she can be like a party animal and then just change her life, and changes her future. There's always change.
Look at me.
Oh God, stop. Now, does the fact that she was a party animal is that going to turn you off?
I mean, it's better that she got it out of her system while I wasn't around than to want to do it when you're like 40.
So this is actually my problem when it comes to dating younger women. See, women are in their prime from 18 to 22, but
Mhm.
I'm going to steer clear of those girls. I don't even want to deal with the woman that's under 27 for the reason of what Jeremy just said, because
They want to
they
party.
they want to party. They
I
want to
want to
Oh,
party.
explore life and try different things and do that experience.
And if you're lucky enough to get one of those young girls to be wifed up and be in a committed relationship, guess what's going to happen when she hits her late 20s?
She was gonna want to do it because she never experienced it.
Exactly. And she's going to be like,
Sometimes, I mean, there's
peace
gonna be
out.
like that 1% that doesn't want to do it at all, but that's
Yeah,
very rare.
that's
I
super rare.
see. I think it still depends on the woman. I think there are a few, not many, but
A
they
few.
do exist.
Maybe one out of
Younger,
like 1,000.
yeah, no, they're extremely rare, but they do exist. Now, most girls between those ages, I would say probably up to 25. Yeah, I don't want to deal with them either outside of just one night stands or sexual relationships,
I
recreational
mean,
use
if
only.
it's one that she's mentally mature, like if you ever met a girl that's like way more mature than her age, whether she listens to like older people or she's just smart or she just knows what she wants and she goes for it, like that to find that is hard. So you're not really gonna find that anyway. That's like when there's a group of girls out and about partying, that's the one that's like quiet in the back that really didn't
Yeah,
want to go. The one that's just there to be there with
right.
her friends for like support. That's the
Yeah.
one, that quiet hidden one. That's most probably the one that is the best out of the group.
See, and the reason why I actually prefer relationships with a girl who's a little bit older, a little bit more mature, is because they bring a whole lot more to your life than just the sexual part, right?
Yeah,
So
conversation and having things in common, music.
exactly for a relationship, I mean I don't necessarily endorse finding you a 18 to 22-year-old, especially if you're above 32 as a
Yeah,
man.
once you have like 20 years apart, that's pretty tough. Even like 15 years, even 10 years. So
Jeremy and
10
I
years
have
apart.
we've been known to go for the older ones just because of the maturity.
The maturity, absolutely. And you have this common
Where
interest.
was it for the maturity or were they just easier targets, guys? Come on.
No, no, definitely maturity. I mean,
Yeah.
you want a 20-year-old body or you want a 40-year-old body?
You
You
know
know?
it's you know
Not saying
it's
that there's anything wrong with that.
it's
I don't want
crazy.
people getting all mad, but
It's
some people are just
you know what I'm
attracted.
attracted to?
What's that?
Right, you sapiosexual.
Yeah, he always says that.
No, he's absolutely right. I'm attracted to that, the intellect and the maturity and the fact that
That okay,
they come
that
hold
keeps your
on.
interest.
They bring femininity to the table.
Intelligence doesn't necessarily mean femininity.
Yeah, I
I
wouldn't say
I
femininity,
didn't
but
say they brought the femininity with the intelligence. I'm saying they're separate things.
bro,
But
I've
a lot
had
of older ones have a different view on the world and dating in general, and they still have that old school
For sure.
like love mentality, and they're in
Sure.
their feminine, and just being in your feminine is attractive.
Let me ask you this:
I don't want to walk
the
up to you and all I'm doing is saying, "Hey, my name is Justin, uh, so and so, blah blah blah," and then I get one of these. Like,
it
You're used
happens.
to those.
yeah, but
Yeah, every man should be used to rejection.
yeah,
Yeah.
but there's
Look, I've had really pretty girls that I've taken out on dates, and at dinner, you can't have a conversation.
same,
It's
Right.
beautiful. No
same.
conversation. No, you have to like pull it out of them to keep it going, and
Sure,
then
that happens.
you have like the seven, and you have great conversation and laughing, and you just get each other. So I mean that plays a role in it. The mental, like how Justin said, that mental connection, that mental stimulation, your body, the physical will come after that, but that mental, it'll be like,
I disagree with you there. I think the physical comes way before that. Now,
I mean,
Justin,
it's
what I
the
what I
first
was
thing
gonna
you see
ask,
for sure. You see
right?
her body first.
And I think it's far more important because the other things you can either teach or learn to live without. Now,
Yeah,
Justin, let
if
me
you're
ask you
not
this.
physically attracted,
Yeah,
if
it's
it's
never
if
gonna
she's
work.
like a three, then yeah, I mean, no matter how great you get along when you get
Yeah,
physical, you're just not gonna feel it at all.
and that takes me to the point I was gonna ask Justin. The intelligence, the sapio, whatever, that may keep you engaged. That may keep you somewhat interested in spending time with them. But that's not making you sexually aroused.
Oh no, you still got to be sexually attractive.
Right, exactly. So why do people call it sapiosexual? One's got nothing to do with
Because
the
the
other.
intelligence, the
Because you're,
intelligence is what turns you on,
yeah.
So you do get sexually aroused by intelligence.
for sure.
No, it's not an arousal. It's not a sexual arousal. It's a mental arousal. For me, I'm not catching a boner because a girl's smart.
Exactly.
Like,
That's what I was trying to get to. So you're not catching a boner when a girl starts
but
talking about quantum physics.
but in my mind, when she's smart, yeah, I'm getting a mental boner,
All right. Well,
and that's keeping me interested. Like, all right, first off, I'm talking to you because you're attractive. Now you can carry the conversation. Bam, I'm sticking with you.
this
Now I'm
is
sticking.
absolutely
Now I'm
true.
now I'm fully in because you're smart and
In
attractive.
a small town, it matters more because most of the guys have been with her.
That I say I would endorse that comment right there.
That's a small town, yeah, a small town problem.
Yeah. In a small town, sometimes I feel like everybody's been with everybody.
If
And
I
I
like this,
lived in a couple small towns in my day, and yeah, everybody knew. Like the gossip mill in those places, it's too much.
word gets around town quick.
Yeah,
Are
for
we
sure.
Eskimo brothers?
Nope.
That's funny.
But yeah, man. I mean, it's hard out there. Small town, big town. Even in a big town, a girl's been ran through. So it's like,
I would say, especially in a big town.
yeah,
The
especially in
thing is
big
that you'll
town.
never know.
That's why I mean
Yeah,
the
because in a
body
big
count.
town,
Going back to that body count thing. I mean, do you really want to know, or do you want to know that she's just
No,
gonna be faithful to you from that point forward?
that's all I want to know.
right. But the reason I don't want to know is because if I did find out, it'll ruin it more than likely.
I mean, the chance
That's
of you
why I don't
finding
want to know.
a virgin nowadays is gonna be slim to none, and slim just left
Exactly.
town. I mean, you
Exactly.
better be they might ask you for the same thing, and you can't do that. Some religious girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
But
know.
I mean, think about it. Even if you were out there asking, if girls told the truth,
I don't know if I would ask like that.
no, I'm saying we wouldn't. But if you did, if women actually told the truth, the answers are never going to be, I don't think, below 10.
You're not gonna be happy with them. That's
You
for
know
sure.
what's crazy? How
Uh-oh.
it was mandated. Oh, we lost Jay. There he
Nah,
is.
man, you're good. We
No, we're
lost you.
here. You froze for a second.
How would it be if it was mandated in your socials to provide your body count? Do you know how much the dating scene would change?
Oh yeah, if you had to wear that shit on your forehead,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Geeky Anomaly says it's called the boner test for a reason. If her intelligence doesn't get you hard, then you're not a psychosexual. I endorse that. That's true.
bull, bro. I don't. If
Then why is
If
it
somebody,
she's
called
talking to you
sexual?
about
bro,
medical stuff and you get a book, if she's
Why
a
is it called
lawyer or some
sexual then?
shit,
Jay's breaking up.
I'm breaking up.
No, Jay,
Oh,
what
okay.
was that? I'm sorry.
We're all Jay here.
Jeremy.
He's fine to me. He's not breaking up
Yeah.
for me, but
It's good now.
I do like the Merino jersey behind you. That's very cool. Very
Oh,
poignant,
yeah,
given that the
that's
Dolphins
up.
won again.
You
Fins up,
already know.
fins
Yeah.
up, baby.
Yeah.
All right, we are
I
at
mean,
45 minutes here. Let me take a minute to reset. You are watching the J&J Dating Dynamics podcast. I'm Jay. That guy over there is Jay, and that guy there, that guy down there, he's Jay too. That's our boy Jeremy. We are doing episode 19. Does her past matter more than her future, or something like that?
Yeah, I
So-
mean, if her future's gotta matter because you gotta know if you wanna, build on it and roll with it,
Mhm.
or what. If she just wants to stay working at McDonald's, or does she want to become a doctor?
Well,
That's
that's the thing. I don't
important.
care. I don't know about you guys. I don't care if she works at McDonald's for the rest of
I
her
don't
life.
want my chick working at McDonald's, dude.
Well, yeah, but do you really care what your chick does? Unless
Yeah,
you're
bro,
counting on a
because
second income.
but that's gonna affect my livelihood too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So you would think, because in a perfect world, the way I'm thinking about it, in a perfect world, I don't want my wife to work.
yeah, no, in a perfect world,
In a
obviously you
perfect
want her to
world,
raise
but
your
how-
kids and all that shit.
How feasible is that these days, though?
I mean, you better
If
be
I get to where I
pretty
want
high
to get,
up there.
it's rather feasible.
Yeah, it's definitely feasible, but you're gonna have to be making at least
How much-
$250 a year.
I was gonna say, how much do you think would be living here in Miami a plausible number to have
Oh, in
your wife
Miami,
stay at home?
200,000.
So 200,000 a year would give you enough to support your wife, a child, a home, vehicles, everything,
Yeah,
all of that. 200K a year.
yeah, dude. The average person, married or not, makes under 50,000 a year.
How close are you to 200?
I'm not gonna say that on the air. I'm just saying, if I get to where I want to get to, yeah, it's absolutely feasible.
Is
Say
it
your
in
body
3-year
count
plan
or your salary. Choose.
or your credit score?
Yeah, there you go. What's more important to you,
Three
her
good
body count
questions,
or her
quick.
potential salary?
On a man,
No,
obviously.
for
the
you
salary.
about a woman, which is more important, her body count or her potential salary?
Potential salary.
Potential salary.
Really?
Yeah, bro, I need to know how much she's gonna make. What kind of life are we gonna live? Are we
You
gonna
sound
be
like a woman
struggling?
right now.
So to be honest, I feel like I've done a lot in my life to get to a certain level as far as even my music career. Like I spent my whole life getting there.
Mm-hmm.
So when I look for a female, I know most men don't care what their women do for the most part, and nor do I, but I don't want a complete slacker and I won't say somebody is a slacker for working at McDonald's, but I do want to know that my woman is ambitious or that she has skills and talents that she's very passionate about. I look for that.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm not saying that she should be a bum or that it's okay to be a bum. Actually, you want to know the perfect profession for at least a woman that I would look for?
What?
She'd be a teacher.
A teacher.
Teacher's a little struggling too.
That's
Well,
very
that's the
struggling.
thing. Where I'm going, where I want to get to, I don't care if she's struggling financially because I'm going to be there. I don't want my wife to work. That's where I'm getting at.
I honestly, I could agree with you on that point. I mean, if I'm doing what I have to do as a man, that shouldn't be a career.
Hey, if you make enough, obviously, I mean, it'll be great to have your wife raise your own kids.
Exactly. And that's what a woman can bring to the table. If you're doing your part, she can do her.
And she
It
has to
frees
be
her
that
up
kind
to do
of
her.
person. She got to be that kind of person to,
Yeah, absolutely, and that's where
you know,
vetting comes in.
be able to do
Absolutely.
that. Also, some
Yeah.
women are want to work and workaholics and very.
Should I get controversial?
Yes.
Bro, this
Always.
is a controversial podcast.
Well, no, people are saying, like we
She's gonna
want
be
to.
a masculine chick for 6 figures. She's
Yes,
definitely gonna want to
absolutely.
be a boss.
So
She's gonna
Yeah, and
want to
that's
wear
a
the
masculine
pants.
trait. That's a
She's gonna
masculine
want to
trait.
wear the pants in that house.
Exactly.
so
Go
But I
ahead,
mean,
we
Justin.
want to be able to be this man, all of us. We want to be able to be the man that can provide for the women.
hey,
But
but you know what? At the end of the day, they might want to do something that makes them feel fulfilled, even if it's like a part-time little thing, like just something to make them feel like they're doing
Sure.
something.
Start a little side business.
Yeah, a little side business, doing it from the office
yeah,
or
but
something like that.
the
But like, if
point
she's
is, going back to
complacent,
traditional times,
oh, the man
they
takes
didn't
pays
they
everything.
didn't need anything to do to be fulfilled, because you know what was fulfilling them back then?
Raising a family.
Raising the family and taking care of the household.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, though, we
And
can. I think we can admit those were different days where a man could exit high school, get a factory job, and be able to provide for a family of four.
Yeah, times have changed.
so because times have changed, we have to look for, like, we don't have the opportunities that men used to
But
have
like you said, if
back
you if
in the
you want to
50s
do
and
that, you
60s.
got to make that 200,000 or more.
Can you agree with me there?
Say that again.
I don't think that we have the same opportunities that men of the 50s and 60s had financially.
I mean, we do, but you got to go to college for 12 years.
Yeah, but
Yes and no.
college is a sham, bro. College is a
I
sham.
think the world is far too different for us to compare ourselves to men in the
Yeah,
50s.
it's just so hard. Or you just happen to fall in a great trade, or you're a good
Geeky
businessman.
Geeky Anomaly says a wife's ambition is best demonstrated by supporting her husband by doing things like managing social gatherings through the other mothers in the community. That's the comment of the night right there.
Yeah, I mean
That's
that
how
would
a
be
woman
great.
brings value.
That's a good
J,
thing. I mean,
yeah.
if
J,
you can provide that for her,
Jay
and that
Blaze.
could be the only thing she'll be. That's great.
I
But you got to be in
honestly,
that tax bracket.
I agree with what Jay Blaze just said,
yeah.
and I honestly think that they're just trying to completely separate the family unit
Yeah,
so
the
that
family
they
unit
can
is.
indoctrinate our children in their schools. Seriously, if they separate the family unit, they can do with us as they will.
Yeah, I agree.
I
And
mean,
that
listen, when I have children, they're not going to regular school. They aren't.
Private school.
No, not even.
Oh,
Homeschool.
homeschool.
who's gonna
Absolutely.
homeschool them?
Yeah, I mean they're gonna pick up all the bad stuff out there.
Their mother.
Ah, so her mother's gonna be
So
staying at home.
you gotta be in that tax bracket, buddy.
Well, that's the plan, right?
That's my plan.
Nice.
My plan
Gotta
is to
keep
get
working at
there.
it.
I've been working at it hard.
Well, let's keep at it, my friends. All right, we are at 55 minutes. Let me reset here. You are watching the J&J podcast. If you haven't yet, please hit that like button.
Jay.
I'm Jay. That's Jay. That is Jay also. Oh, guys, I didn't tell you. I got a new sponsor for the 305 Rider channel.
Oh yeah.
Cardo Systems, baby.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
Card.
sir. Yes, sir. It's
That's
happening.
All right.
It is happening. All right, guys. Final thoughts. Justin, go.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes.
Final thoughts. I really don't care about your body count. I don't think anyone should care about body count. Look towards the future. The past is the past. And that's who you're going to end up with, not the person of the past, the person you're going forward with. Find out the important things. If they bring up red flags, be out. Everyone has some things in their past. You just
Yeah,
have to
there's gonna
find
be
out
some
if you can deal with it. Some are better than others.
Yeah.
That's
All right,
true.
Jeremy. Final thoughts.
Hey, final thoughts, like Justin said, I don't care about your past. Depends on where you want to go in the future. And if you really like her and you end up falling in love with her, that wouldn't even matter, honestly.
I agree.
All right, my final thoughts are you're both absolutely wrong. I think the past matters a whole lot more than you want to admit. I think the reason we don't want to know the body count is because it does matter. Because if you found out, that would ruin a lot of things. But I am 1 out of 3. I will stick to my guns, and I'm sure you guys will stick to yours. But that's going to do it for us tonight. This was the J Dating Dynamic Podcast. Jeremy, my friend, thank you for joining us, buddy.
Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah,
It was
every time we send you the link, your ass got to come in here. So it took way too long to get you in here.
I'm trying. All right,
guys. That's going to do it.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye, guys. Still live.